Our family has been eating better and working out a lot more lately, and those small changes have made big impacts on our health and our overall happiness. And it got me thinking, what if we looked at healthy habits like that the same way we look at D&D characters leveling up? Welcome to Geek Philosophy, where we love geeky wisdom. If you're new to the channel, I'm Brian. And today we're going to be talking about how you can gamify healthy habits like a D&D character without turning it into some type of competition or comparison with other people. Just to be clear, this isn't health or fitness advice. I'm not a doctor, and I'm not prescribing any program specifically. You are going to need to figure that out for yourself, but you should be checking with your doctor before you make any big changes to your diet or exercise. What we're talking about here is the playful side, the way a little geeky inspiration can help us think about habits in a fun, story-driven way. So one way you might be able to make this fun is to treat these new healthy habits the way you treat earning XP. Here's an example. You get 10 experience points for completing a workout, or 5 for hitting a step goal. Maybe you get another 10 for eating a meal with protein and veggies as the main source, and then another 5 for choosing a balanced snack later in the day. You might get another 10 XP for a full night's rest, or 5 more for a mindfulness check-in, and bonus XP if you do something as a group, like working out or cooking a meal together. And then you can say like every 100 XP you level up. When you level up, you don't need to have an elaborate reward. Sometimes you just see your progress, and that's enough. But it could be fun to mark the milestones with something tangible, like a new sticker on your water bottle, or even rewarding yourself to a new set of dice when you have that big accomplishment that you hit. And this may seem a little cheesy, but this is the type of thing that can be a surprisingly fun motivator. You can even keep a character sheet for yourself. You could track your XP across fitness, nutrition, rest, mindfulness, all kinds of things. And this could be a solo mission, or like I said, you could recruit a group of fellow adventurers and turn it into a campaign. Now, there are plenty of gamers who spent the early days of their life playing sports or learning a lot about fitness through the way they grew up, but there are also plenty of gamers who didn't. And that's how it works in D&D too. Characters don't all share the same background. Some characters in D&D start with proficiency in athletics or acrobatics, others don't. That doesn't mean they're doomed, it just means they're starting the adventure from a different place. The good news is you can still roll the check. You can still grow into new skills over time, and you don't need to compare your stats to anyone else's. You're not competing against the other players at the table. The real goal is to expand on the character sheet that you already have and level up in ways that fit your life. Also, like your character in role-playing games like D&D, your background often fits best with a particular character class. There are plenty of soldier backgrounds that might lead to becoming a fighter, or sage backgrounds that fit best with being a wizard. And real life kind of works in a similar way. Your upbringing often shapes the kind of roles and careers and lifestyles that you most naturally fit as an adult. So if you grew up playing sports, you might still enjoy being active today. Maybe you play in a recreational league, or you still get together with your friends for soccer or flag football or something like that. If you were really into computers and science, maybe you ended up becoming an IT professional later on because that's where your interest was. Maybe your habits feel like they've gotten off track. It doesn't mean you're stuck. Just like in D&D, you can pick up new proficiencies or even borrow from other classes. D&D is a game often described as having 3 main pillars: combat, exploration, and social interaction. And we can use those same pillars as an analog for some framing exercises with healthy habits. We could think of combat in terms of fitness. Combat is about facing challenges head on, and in real life, that's fitness. I've been a martial artist since I was a kid, actually, and training has always been a part of my life as long as I can remember. Now, over the last few years, though, I've had some medical issues and have gotten me off track, but one thing I was grateful for was having a background in training that helped myself and others in the long term. So I was able to get back and rebuild healthy habits when I was ready and able. And these days, our family's fitness routine is strength training on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and cardio on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And because of that martial arts background, our house gets to multi-class a little bit as a monk because we've been weaving martial arts training into those workouts too. Now, if you don't work out or you don't have a history of working out, that can seem like a lot. But we've been moving slowly and at a safe pace so that we can all build up to where we are now. And in our XP system, you might give ourselves like 10 XP for each workout or 5 XP for hitting a daily step goal. But for you, fitness might be completely different. It could just be a walk after dinner, which is great, or a few bodyweight exercises at home, or trying out a dance class. I have an under-desk treadmill that I use constantly. I use that while I'm working at my normal day-to-day job to get all the steps in that I think I want to get. So you can multitask and get some exercise in when you're doing things that you're going to be doing anyway. I released a video a while back about how I use the voice-enabled ChatGPT to talk about my last campaign session and plan the next campaign session while I'm out riding my bike. I'll show you where that is somewhere and link in the description below. But it's going to look different for each and every one of you depending on how you want to handle it. Whatever you choose to do, the most important thing is consistency. Every little action adds XP. Next up is the exploration pillar of D&D, and exploration is all about discovery, right? So let's explore new ways of enhancing nutrition. Now, for us, it's been about making sure each meal includes plenty of protein and veggies, and we keep our carbs in balance. But it doesn't mean cutting out all the fun foods. We still have pizza night or potluck with snacks on the D&D nights. It just means that we have to be aware of what we're eating from a nutritional standpoint and then focusing on the types of food that work best for us. So for example, in our XP system, we could give ourselves another 10 XP for a meal based primarily on protein and veggies, or 5 XP for healthy snacks. For you, exploration might be adding one new vegetable to your meals each week, experimenting with healthier recipes, or just being curious about what fuels your body best. Okay, now the final pillar of D&D is social interaction, and for us, I think of this in terms of rest and mindfulness. Social interaction is about connecting with others and recharging through relationships, but part of that is giving yourself a chance to rest and recuperate. Plus, be mindful in all of the things that you do. Every action of every day, trying to stay mindful in what you're actually doing, how you're talking with others, what you're doing by yourself when you're working on your own or independently, just staying in the moment. So, for example, Sunday is our day off from workouts. We take a break from things and have a chance to reset and recharge and make the rest of the week sustainable. From an XP perspective, you could award yourself 10 XP for a full night's rest, or 5 for a mindfulness check-in. This might mean giving yourself permission to take a rest day, or prioritizing good sleep, or checking in with yourself during the day to notice how you feel about things. For me, it's also about taking a few minutes every day to meditate and pay attention to my breathing. But you'll do you. You come up with whatever works best for your sense of rest and mindfulness. But I think this also can mean interacting socially with friends and family too. That's also another way to recharge. So doing things you enjoy together, like playing an awesome role-playing game, can also be great for your health. This pillar is about making sure that you're not just pushing forward, but also recovering and enjoying the journey. Just like in D&D, this isn't about chasing the perfect build. It's about the story that you're writing for yourself. Every level up, every milestone, every habit, those are chapters in your adventure. And the best part, you don't have to do it alone. Your table, your party, your friends, your family, they can all be a part of this journey. If any of this was helpful for you, please don't forget to like and subscribe, turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on any new videos. You can also sign up for our Geek Philosophy newsletter, where you can grab a free campaign planning guide. Also, our YouTube channel memberships are now up and running. So if you'd like to support the channel, you can also get early access to each video, and you'll be able to join in on some of the less formal live streams where I share my own campaign prep process and just chat with you about questions that you might have. Okay, thanks for watching, and remember, change whatever you need to make it work. Make adjustments for the sake of the game. Cheers.